I have to be brave.
Yikes! Yikes!
Let's do this! Looks like there's a switch through this hole.
There's no way we're squeezing through.
What about me? Let me try. Courage, Calathor. There is nothing to be scared of.
Is he gonna be okay?
On we go. On we go. It's freezing in here. If I do not make haste, my branches will stiffen and snap. Be brave, Calathor. The Dendriarch is counting on you. Go faster, you stump! You are keeping the sirs and madams waiting! What is this cord? I will give it a pull. Enemies! What do I do? I know! I will hide in this box! I did it! I have reached the switch!
Were you okay in there? I heard a scream.
Aye, sir. Everything was just fine. Come! There is no time to lose.
Let's see some spirit, folks. Guys, heads up.
A rune golem? It's massive.
Huh? It's not moving.
Is it dead?
Now what?
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Weapons up.
This is the final test.
Here's a little Guardian Arcana. Ah! What?
Come on!
Tough!
You can count on me.
Thank you!
I've got to stay strong.
Here I come!
Arcana! What?
Come on!
Stop it!
Take this! Ready to heal.
This'll do.
Moving.
Come on!
Are you all right?
Jump!
Take this!
got this.
More! Keep going!
Nailed it.
I feel stronger.
Are we there yet? Feels like we're about as far up these ruins' rear end as a fella can go.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Ha ha! Cut you with your pants down!
I know that voice.
Lean!
Lean!
I don't know who you are supposed to be, but that's ours, and we'll be taking it back. Now!
Your schmores! You stole it from the tree folk, and now I'm stealing it back. What you gonna do about it, huh? Nothing. That's what.
Kill her!
Huh? Hey! No fair!
Any final nuggets of cleverness you'd like to share?
Just one. The runes smile on me, 'cause I'm the luckiest girl alive. So you best skedaddle before reinforcements. Oh! Oh my gosh, they're right behind you!
What? It seems the luckiest girl alive has run out of fortune.
Dang it! What the? Oh my gosh, look! They really are behind you!
Come now. You don't really expect me to...
Lean! You in here?
There! Look!
Come here, you pest! I need a hostage!
No! Nuh-uh! You stay back! Oh yeah! Nailed it! Just call me... the luckiest girl alive!
Why is this happening to me?
I don't know, but those reinforcements she wished for are coming this way.
Come on, Marissa. Let's get him. You! You're the monster who attacked my village!
Sorry, have we met? I've done a lot of terrible things in my day, and all the despondent faces tend to blur together.
How about my face, then?
Oh, I never forget a traitor. Or a tailed freak. And now I see you're wagging that disgusting appendage for the League. I should have expected no less from a half-breed.
The hatred's mutual, farthead.
You bothered to chase us all this way? What dull lives you must lead.
Who let a damn mask in here?
If you're slinging that epithet around, you must be a guardian. Well, you can unwrinkle your scowl. We found no primal lens here.
Shut up! You're nothing but a thief and a marauder.
This is like multiple fated encounters all at once. That lean kid really does have luck by the short and curlies.
Your time is up, evildoers!
As if the dregs of the League could ever defeat me!
Now this part I'm good at.
Going on defense!
Ow! Ah! Meddlesome brats!
Rune! Come on!
Thank you
Back in it.
much!
Please, I insist.
Magical rune!
Ow! Ah!
Come on!
Rune! Come on!
Thank you
Back
so
in it.
much!
Shall I show you the secret of the rune?
No!
You can count on me. Let me heal you.
Thank you!
Magical rune! Going on defense!
You will sleep when you stand!
Let's try this!
Magical cutie missile!
Please, I insist. To sleep.
You will sleep when you stand!
You can count on me.
Rune!
Keep it up!
You will sleep when you stand! You will sleep when you
Guardian
stand!
Arcana!
Magical cutie missile!
To sleep. Shall I show you the secret of the rune?
You can count on me. Let me heal you.
Thank you! Meddlesome brats! Meddlesome brats!
Here's a little Guardian Arcana.
You can count on me.
Shall I show you the secret of the rune? To sleep.
I don't like
on me. No. Let me heal you.
Thank you.
Here's a little Guardian Arcana. Ah! To sleep. Shall I show you the secret of the rune?
Right. Let me ready to heal.
Come on!
Magical cutie missile!
Shall I show you the secret of the rune?
Pudding. Right. Let me heal you.
Thanks.
Here's a little Guardian Arcana. Ah!
Come on!
Shall I show you the secret of the rune?
Here we go. Let me heal
I
you.
got more for ya!
Come on.
Magical cutie missile! Here we go. Let me heal you.
We did it! We did it! We did it!
I am grateful for any opportunity to grow.
No. How could I lose to these weaklings and a bunch of their pet animals?
You're coming with us. You sullied the Watch's name, and now you're gonna help us clear it.
You too, Mask.
Sorry, love, but the Conclave of the Dawn keeps a busy schedule, and you're not on it.
No. You wouldn't dare.
What's she doing?
Farewell, my imperial minion. It's been fun. As for you, my young guardian, well, I feel certain we will meet again.
No! Stop!
Why, that slimy two-faced traitor!
Looks like you'll be facing the music alone, mate. March, brigand! Hop, hop, hop!
What's wrong, Calithor?
I feel as if someone calls to me.
What do you mean?
I am not certain. It's not a voice, more a feeling. The rune of proven verdure.
I thought Lean ran off with that. Unless this is a different one.
Maybe the Barrows were waiting for you.
Waiting.
We Guardians believe every Barrows is waiting for the right someone at the right time. In this case, I think that might be you. And it's a Guardian's duty to protect the Barrows until that crucial moment.
Waiting. So they were waiting for me in Seign too?
What do you mean you got the rune back?
That girl had it when she emerged from the proving grounds.
Lean? Well, I'm glad she's alright. Although I kind of figured as much, honestly.
Then what is this rune I have?
Come closer, Calathor. We tree folk believe it is right to cherish the old and cling fast to traditions of yore. The Dendriarch believes that is why this rune was bestowed on you, for you are drawn to the outside world and all things new. You alone can lead the tree folk down a different path.
But how can...
Old things can be good or ill, just as new things can be good or ill. But you never know what you have until you experience what is missing. The Dendriarch wishes you to venture into the great unknown, so we might all cherish the old that much better.
Then I am permitted to leave?
It is what he desires, yes.
All right. You saved me, the Dendriarch, and all the tree folk, and I am ever so grateful. Do you think I might come with you? I would like to help.
I like that, Calathor.
So, what about Lean?
Lean! Is she still here? I was wondering why we haven't seen her.
Aye, about that. After returning the rune to the Dendriarch, she took off in quite the rush. Said something about having big things to do.
Well, maybe we should return to our village. Lean might try and make her way there.
If I see her, Nowa, I'll tell her to seek you out. That's what you want, right?
If you wouldn't mind.
Stop! Who are you? Where did you come from? Another raider!
What?
Nowa! Wow, I didn't expect to find you here. Talk about your crazy luck.
The spy Hurstwine is enjoying the comforts of one of our cells. Now I would hear from you, Sabine. If you're safe, I trust the Lady Periel is as well.
You don't gotta worry. Me, the lady, and that butler fellow went east before crossing the desert south into Euchris. Periel said she's on friendly terms with their king, and that he'd help her out.
But I thought we agreed to meet here.
The lady said you and Emir could hold down the fort, which gave her a chance to, and I quote, take the initiative.
Sounds like her, all right.
Yes, it most certainly does.
Thing is, while we made it to you, Chris, the negotiations ain't going so hot. So, she sent me here to fetch a little help.
You crossed the Great Wood by yourself. Madness.
Well, we live in mad times. Also, I had a little help from someone in you, Chris, who knows the route.
King Umashirith and Lady Periel have known each other since they were children. But though Chris was the first nation we reached out to before the Battle of Eltisvice, reinforcements never arrived.
Near as I can tell, the Yuma kid wants to help. But he ain't the most forceful sort, and he's surrounded by nervous pillow-sitters who don't want to get on the Empire's bad side.
What? They're playing nice with the jerk faces who invaded Altusvice?
The Empire has been selling a different story. They claim the invasion was in response to border violations committed by House Groom. Besides, the League of Nations is hardly a monolith.
Just a bunch of little fish all looking out for number one.
Regardless, Perry's counting on us, so we should head for you, Chris.
Perry?
I mean, Periel. You know, the lady? Lady Periel?
Better.
I can show you the way. Won't even gripe about how I just got back from the place. But first, we need to pop by the Tree Folk village.
Ooh, pick me! You gotta pick me! I'll smack some sense into those Empire-loving dummies. Yup!
Would the provisional leader and fantastic captain be so kind as to select the rest of his traveling companions?
You've come to the right healer. I'll show you what a magical girl can do!
Use my magic thriftfully.
A good choice. You'll see.
Concerned as I am, I'd best stay and manage things here. Can I trust you to look after our benefactor? Her ladyship, Countess Periel.
Got it. Thank you. And yes.
In a building mood, are we?
We'll do good work here.
Oh, all done then?
Right away. See you again.
You need a rest. Something on your mind? Health comes first now.
Ho ho! Spectacular! Utterly spectacular! What an incredible achievement! Where are my manners? My name is Kron, and I'm with the Achievement Society. Our organization publicly recognizes those who have done remarkable things. In fact, I am going to recognize your incredible achievement right now with a nice, sparkly medal. Why, just watch how much fun this is. Here we go. Now, on behalf of the society, I'll be opening a branch office right here in town. So, if you achieve, don't forget to stop by and receive. I mean, who even knows what you'll accomplish next? Not me.
do this!
Galdean defends! Take this!
Throw me someone stronger next time.
I've still got my work cut out for me.
So it's back to the tree folk village.
I know already! Can't we just, like, pshoo there somehow? Like with a rune lens. A rune lens of pshooing!
I know rune lenses adapt their power to a wielder's talents, but I don't know anybody who can use pursuing.
That would be very convenient.
Looks like we're hoofing it.
Let's see some spirit, folks! Galdean defends! Lens! Take this!
Attack rune activate! I'll finish it.
All safe and sound. I just keep getting better.
This seems like a waste of effort.
Lens! You can count on me. Let me heal you. Magical rune!
I'll use this. I'll finish it.
All safe and sound.
I've still got my work cut out for me.
Let's do this!
Galdean defends!
That's what you get!
I've still got my work cut out for me.
The Grey Branches bid you free passage. Go in peace.
Euchris is through here, right?
Well, let's give it a shot.
Going on defense!
There!
Magical boom!
Attack rune activate!
Yeah, got him!
We cleaned right up!
I am grateful for any opportunity to grow.
By the rune's guiding light, magical girl Malore is coming to get ya!
That's what you get!
I've still got my work cut out for me. Well, let's give it a shot.
Going on defense! Let's! Not doing good here.
Yeah!
Ow! Oh,
That's
they got
it.
me. Take this!
Attack rune activate! This should do it.
And stay the hell down!
Nice. I can feel the improvement.
Excuse me.
We've reached the border of Euchris.
So, where is Perry?
Sorry, who?
Sorry, Lady Periel. Where can we find her?
The Eucrisian capital, Haishan. It's on the coast east of here.
Okay, let's get moving! Let's get it done! Going on defense! Yeah. Magical rune!
Not looking
Doing
good.
good here. Cutie missile! Evil must fall! A big day for justice!
I've still got my work cut out for me.
Healing!
I'll use this.
There!
Magical cutie missile! Magical missile! A big day for justice!
I feel stronger. Let's do this!
Going on defense! Turn this! Okie doke! Outta here!
Damn it! Damn it!
Magical rune!
Attack rune activate!
Going on defense!
That's how I like these things to go. I've still got my work cut out for me.
So this is Seign.
Sure is. I'm guessing we'll find Lady Periel either at the palace or the inn.
The inn?
She booked the biggest room they had. Didn't want to stay at the palace in case the walls had ears.
Gotcha. Then let's go find her.
How's that? The Alliance seeks to hire a culinary mind. Yes, an intriguing thought.
Alas, I'm already on a mission to find a recipe for the legendary dish known as grilled tatuva. I'm told the people who devised it are all bark and, well, that's it actually, all bark. Whatever could that be referring to?
Nowa, my friend, you putting that pole to good use? Oh, me? Well, since we last spoke in Aaronside, the currents of life have carried me here. And me, I'm not the type to swim against the current.
I'm glad to see you're safe.
Your name's been bobbing around recently, so I have to ask, are you the Nowa leading the Alliance army?
One and the same. And I'm recruiting new companions for our forces right now. Would you be interested in joining us?
Oh, you want me to join? I hear you, but I don't know how the current flows around that one. Or maybe I do. Tell you what, friend. Catch me a wheel-eye bream, and I'll sign up on the spot. Catching one of those is a sign of good luck. So if the wheel-eye bream are biting for you, It'd be a clear sign of the way fate is flowing. Catch me a wheel librarian, and
That's some good booze. Tastes even better on a day like this.
Excuse me, are you the famous spearman Ryufan? I heard talk of your exploits in town.
Well, if the likes of you have heard of me, then I suppose I must be famous.
I am currently seeking stalwart companions. Can I interest you in joining the Alliance?
You wish to be companions, lad? I don't suffer fools who are weaker than I. If you wish to face me and find out if that includes your sorry self, well... normally I'd give you a thrashing, lad, but I'd hate to see you trip and twist a finger or something. Come back when you're less of a weedy runt.
So this is where Lady Periel is staying?
I have had it up to here with the local aristocracy. It's as though they think of nothing but themselves.
Milady, perhaps you might lower your voice?
Ugh, why bother? If there are spies afoot, I will happily scream my thoughts into their ears. Ask yourselves this, spies. Which do your masters value more? Their country or their personal wealth? Now come, Janquis. Nowa, Sabine. Impeccable timing.
It's good to see you safe, Perry.
And why wouldn't I be? I had my secret passage, remember? Now then, I understand you're doing a fine job with my resistance army. Tell me everything. So that's what you're calling the castle now?
You like it?
A passable name, I suppose.
Milady, I believe it's time.
Ah, indeed it is. Nowa, come with me. We'll be joining a conference between King Yuma and his Chamber of Lords. Strictly as observers, I'm afraid. But I still wish for you and the others to attend me. Save for Jenquist and Sabine, who shall remain here and set up a means to communicate with Emir back at Castle whatever.
Can't imagine anything more boring than a council, so glad to be counted out.
Oh, will I be traveling with you?
Not to question you, milady, but would you not prefer me at your side?
Do not treat me like a child, Janequist. Now, relay my dinner order to the kitchen as we discussed. And tell the cook to use a little spice this time.
Sorry, where are we going exactly?
To the palace! It's on the north side of town.
We are working diligently to establish contact with the castle. Would you like to change your retinue in the meantime?
Welcome, Countess Peria. You may enter.
My thanks.
So, what's on the table for this big shindig?
A letter has arrived from Dukes Aldrich, in which he proposes a new relationship between Euchris and Galdia. Which I take to mean leaving the League of Nations and joining the Empire's side.
Betray the League? What kind of scoundrel would agree to that?
Listen to you. You've the fire of a resistance leader already. And you'll soon see for yourself what manner of scoundrel would scheme such a thing. Pray excuse our tardiness.
Ah, there you are, Periel. We're just, well, it's good of you to come. Right this way, if you would.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Ah, Countess Groom. You must be quite the important woman indeed to keep His Majesty waiting.
No, it's all right. I promised her I'd wait, and,
Nevertheless, permit me to remind you of your position. You have been invited here to observe, and only to observe. And who, pray tell, are these people?
My humblest apologies, Lord Harlan. If I may, Your Majesty, I would like to present Commander Nowa, the young founder of the Resistance Army. Or, nay, founder of the Alliance, a group which seeks to defend the League of Nations from imperial invasion.
A resistance army, is it?
Well, I don't...
And let me present myself. I'm Leon, and I'm basically his second-in-command.
An alliance? Well, that sounds most
Ahem! Let us move on to the matter at hand, Your Majesty. Duke Aldrich of the Galdean Empire seeks an alliance with us, and we must decide if we will accept his terms or no. I believe the Duke's to be a rising star within the Empire, and think there is much we could learn from his bold leadership. I see this offer as a major opportunity for you, Chris. Especially compared to some up-jumped mercenary and whomever else comprises his alliance.
Are you mad? This is the same brazen tyrant who invaded Groom. His true intentions could not be more obvious.
Countess Groom, may I remind you that you are an observer here and nothing more? I expect you to restrain yourself in the presence of His Majesty.
Ugh.
Sorry, Periel. But Lord Harlan, I think, well, maybe there might be some merit to what Countess Groom has to say.
But this is distressing indeed, Your Majesty. You know I have worked tirelessly for you, Chris, ever since your father sat the throne. Yes. I have long been one of House Sharith's most faithful servants, and yet now you claim to have no faith in my perspective? Never mind that House Fallmeyer nearly beggared itself to support this country in its year of famine.
Take heart, Lord Harlan. King Yuma knows well both our family's loyalty to the realm. I am sure he did not mean to dismiss your many great deeds.
No, of course not.
We should act in due haste to inform Duke Aldrich that we agree to his terms.
Now hold on! You're just gonna surrender to him without a fight?
Such ignorance speaks volumes about you, boy! No one is saying anything of the sort! Duke Aldrich has kindly extended to us the hand of friendship and unity. If you would speak of war, then tell me what guarantee we have that Euchris's army would prevail. We cannot permit our great nation to fall while under your Majesty's watch.
Yes, but Cassius?
You need only to give the order, Your Majesty, and I shall battle the Empire with everything I can muster.
And what then, General Cassius? Can you promise us victory? Can you guarantee His Majesty that we will emerge triumphant?
The Galdean Empire is more than just Dukes Aldrich. They have the renowned General Goldwyn as well. I would be a poor military man indeed to assure ultimate victory.
There, do you see? No assurances. And if General Goldwyn were faced with our General Cassius, would he promise the Empire victory? What? It's a fair question, don't you think? Even the best generals know there are no guarantees on the battlefield. And in fact, they likely know this fact best of all. Of course, all I know of the matter is what I've read in books. General Cassius, however, speaks from decades of experience. But perhaps, Lord Harlan, you have another opinion? Do you believe our esteemed General Cassius is guaranteed to lose? Well,
Well, Harlan?
No! No, of course I don't believe that. But this argument is mere sophistry. It has nothing to do with the topic at hand. Melridge, you were summoned here to draft our reply once this matter was settled, not to sow doubt in His Majesty with rhetorical nonsense. Quite right, quite right. I do apologize for any confusion I may have caused. That said, there is still time before Dukes Aldrich will expect our reply, and His Majesty seems exhausted. Shall we table the matter for today? But...
Your Majesty!
Oh, yes, I think so. Let's give it a little more time before we decide.
Do you see now what I've been dealing with? It's been an entire week of that.
But aren't you and the king supposed to be friends?
Groom and Euchris have enjoyed favorable relations for generations, and I visited many times as a child. We are acquaintances of old, but I would not go so far as to say friends. Euchris, you see, is one of the 3 great powers of the League, along with Norstar and the Dragon Newt nation of Kinan. My little groom is of minor significance in comparison. Nevertheless, I am told that at the untimely death of Yuma's father, the queen hid herself away in grief. And now, Yuma has come to ascend the throne. He and I come from very similar circumstances.
Yet you have such different personalities.
Yes, well, even as a child, Yuma was never very decisive.
You think maybe he's afraid to defy that Harlan guy?
To be fair, the previous king was quite beholden to Harlan. That is why the man was first given his station. A station he has leveraged for all it's worth. Anyway, we should not tarry here long before returning to the inn. I have no desire to run into Harlan again.
poke around a little until it's time to go.
Say, you're the fellow from the Alliance, right? Don't get me wrong, I wasn't eavesdropping on the conference. I just, happened to catch that one little part.
Who are you?
Oh, oops. Silly me. I'm Eiyuden, King Yuma's handmaid. So, please don't think ill of His Majesty. I know people call him indecisive, but they've got him all wrong. He's a very kind ruler, you see, and he worries about making decisions that lead to people getting hurt.
Where have you been? We should return to the inn at once so I can continue brooding about a solution to this problem.
Do you think there even is a solution?
Well, I guess we could... Wait, no, sorry, I got nothing.
Countess Periel, His Majesty Yuma is here to speak with you. May I open the door?
Of course. Please, enter.
Hello, Periel. I had a little extra time and was hoping I could see you. I'm most pleased you've come to visit.
I only wish it could have been for one of our usual goodwill summits, instead of this most unfortunate situation.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm terribly sorry about your country. Your name is Nowa, yes? Did you rise up to fight for Periel's sake?
Yep, it was all for her.
Oh, it was?
What? It so was not. What a big fat liar!
Just kidding.
Well, don't!
I see, I see.
Kidding, is it? Such a pity.
Huh?
But never mind that, Yuma. Let me ask you something. Not as the Countess of Groom, but as someone you've known since we were both small. What do you intend to do? Will you fight? Or will you place your trust in Dukes Aldrich?
Well, I just... The truth is, I don't know what the right choice is.
If you stay the course your advisors are laying for you, Chris will be at the Empire's mercy. No, worse, at the Duke's.
But if we fight and lose, my people will fare far worse. Perhaps, the Dukes made a mistake in attacking your country. If so, you could maybe still talk it out?
Your Majesty, you're gonna be late for your next...
Oh, is it that time already? I'm sorry, Periel. We'll continue this later.
Countess Grum, Commander Nowa, I bid you both good day.
Ugh, same old Yuma. He never changes. We need to find some way to help make up his mind. Come on, people. Ideas!
Sorry, but I'm not much of an ideas man.
Nope, still nothing. But let's think while we walk. Maybe some exercise will knock a good idea loose.
Not the worst plan I've ever heard.
Is there any reason you're staring?
Yeah. Did you just materialize out of thin air?
Did I miss what? Miscalculate? How dare you!
That's not at all what I said.
You listen to me, Buster. I don't make mistakes because I'm perfect with a sparkly, pristine capital P. Whatever you think you saw, you didn't, right?
Right.
That's more like it. Don't you ever question a paragon. Huh? What's this place?
Guests, is it? How unusual. I remember you from the conference earlier. Please, come in, come in. I see, I see. You seek some method of swaying His Majesty. But why would you bring this matter to me?
Because you were the one who stood up to Harlan at the conference.
Yup. You were all like, but riddle me this, jerk! And then everyone got distracted and nothing was settled.
Yes, I suppose I did do something along those lines. I admit to being less than thrilled with the prospect of giving Lord Harlan free rein to transform our relationship with the Empire.
Agreed. We cannot permit Dukes Aldrich to have his way on this.
Lord Harlan has been advocating for cuts to the studium. Should he gain too much power, I might find it hard to continue living in the comfort to which I've become accustomed.
You don't say.
Noah, are you even listening here? This guy's just in it for himself!
Correct. Not that merely whittling away Lord Harlan's power will change much in the long run. Your name is Nowa, yes? Well, there may be a way to change things if a person was so inclined. Countess, did you know Lord Harlan purchased an old manor on the outskirts of town last year from another member of the Chamber of Lords? He's apparently so fond of it that he made it his primary residence.
Well, bully for him. What of it?
I hear the manor has recently seen quite the stream of unfamiliar faces hailing from foreign lands. I wonder if some might be messengers from the Empire. At the same time, security around the manor has been tightened to the extent that actual Eucrisians are rarely allowed inside.
So, this matters why?
He's implying that Lord Harlan bought a manor on the outskirts of town in order to meet secretly with foreign agents.
That does indeed sound very suspicious.
And one more thing. On the southeast side of Haishan, you'll find an old part of the city known as Lost Town, which was flooded out long ago. While Harlan's House of Mystery may be under tight guard, one could easily slip in by way of Lost Town were they so inclined.
How do you know all that?
Oh, I've been poking around for holes in the man's armor for some time now.
This guy is incorrigible.
So, you're suggesting we sneak into Harlan's manor and search for evidence linking him to the Empire?
I'm suggesting that if one were to find such evidence, it could be a breakthrough in terms of the pending alliance negotiations. While I am not fond of proposing tenuous plans, sometimes needs must.
Tenuous certainly beats sitting on a sofa and doing nothing.
Be aware that Lost Town is said to be infested with monsters. Anyone heading there should take all necessary precautions.
We'll be careful. Thanks.
He said Lost Town is on the southeast side of the city, yes?
Yup. Now let's go dig up some dirt on Harlan.
Yeah, let's see how noble he feels when we're done with him.
I think you might be losing sight of our objective here.
This must be Lost Town.
Lost is putting it mildly. The heck happened here?
There was a terrible disaster, years and years ago. It was long before my time, so I don't know the details.
So, if we make our way through this place, we'll be able to sneak into Harlan's manor?
Yup. Or that's what Professor Smartypants said, at least. You think you can defy me? Going on defense! Are you sorry yet? Magical boom!
I'll use this.
I am grateful for any opportunity to grow. now what? I don't see a way forward.
Easily slip in my foot. The good scholar needs to get his facts straight.
Is there really no way across?
We've got to figure something out here.
I'm thinking we need to look for outside help here, guys.
We can't do this.
I just hate resorting to violence. Okie doke.
Damn it!
Are you all right? Let me heal you.
Damn it!
Are you sorry yet? Magical rune!
I'll use this!
Last one!
We cleaned right up!
I've still got my work cut out for me.
Let's get it done! again. Really? I hope you're not following me.
Of course not. But are you alright? That looked like a nasty...
I didn't fall.
You skinned your knee. Look.
I didn't fall, okay? So... Oh, yeah. That's pretty gross. Hey, you listen to me. My teleportation is flawless. I'm flawless, okay? Impervious to error, which means you didn't see a thing, all right?
All right.
Of course you didn't, because I don't make mistakes.
Okay, but...
All right, fine! Say it! I know you saw me mess that one up!
So you admit it?
I will never live this down!
It's okay. I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Darn right you won't. Well, you've seen what you've seen, and there's no taking it back. Therefore, I must keep you under surveillance and ensure the secret is kept.
Surveillance?
That's right. And know this. No matter what corner of the world you run to, I will find you. There is no escape from Carrie. My hawk-like watch begins now. You will rue having caught me in a moment of sub-perfection. Of course, you can still call on me at any time to demonstrate my flawless teleportation abilities. You do have a... what's it called? A map, yes? Just open your map, point to a destination, and I'll take you there in one perfect blink. Oh, and you should hold on to this. If I'm not around, this ring will achieve more or less the same thing. Don't misplace it. Now I'll be able to keep an eye on him.
Teleportation, huh? I wonder if it would help us cross that place we got stuck.
Let's give it a shot.
Going on defense.
Oh!
Are you sorry yet? Magical rune!
I'll use this.
Last one! That's what you get.
Let's do this!
I sure fouled that up.
Are you all right? Let me heal
Much
you.
appreciated.
Here we go. You okay? Thank you.
Do it how we planned. Okie doke. Hi. Yoo-hoo. Aren't you charmed? Unmannerly Magical cutie missile! Magical missile!
Janquis, I'll have my tea now.
kind of bad about that one.
Let's do this!
You can count on me. Let me heal
Much
you.
appreciated.
Damn it!
Take this! Magical boom!
Yeah, got him!
All safe and sound. I am grateful for any opportunity to grow.
You want me to use my rune lens power to help you cross this, yes? Yep, just shoo us across like champs. Can you do it? Of course I can. I am perfection incarnate.
Great.
Distance, nominal. Direction, nominal. Landing point? Well, I can't see it, but let's assume it's nominal. Oh, Carrie. You are a paragon. Yeah, but are you like 1000% sure here? Because the last time didn't go so hot. I have never made a single mistake in my entire existence, for I am perfect. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Fear not. I have a perfect mental picture of where we'll land. So?
But you just said you can see. Okay, I'll be quiet.
Now gather round and stay close. Despite my inability to err, I can't have you causing problems.
You've got this, Carrie.
I should probably mention that one blunder will cast us irretrievably into the space between dimensions. But fortunately, that is not going to happen.
What? One moment. Could we just...
So, did we make it?
Apparently. Though I've no idea how. Did you see those giant lizards? What was that?
A blunder.
That's not true. It was just the scenic route.
Right. Well, thanks for that.
Oh. Do you want me to take you back?
No, that's okay. Seems risky.
Risky? Why is that?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
Let me heal
Thanks.
you.
Take this!
Last one! That's what you get!
Let's get it done!
You can count on me. Let me heal
Thanks.
you.
Take this!
Whoa!
Are you sorry yet? Take this!
Yeah!
Evil must fall! And stay the hell down!
Oh, excuse me. Remember, Carrie? Perfection.
Oh, now you've made me angry! Take this! Take this!
You can count on me. Let me heal you.
Much appreciated! Thank you!
Come on!
Magical cutie missile! Payback!
Here we go. Let me heal you.
Are you sorry yet? Hey, what's that? Made you look. Yeah!
That's what you get!
Thank you. You can reward me with...
Let's do this!
Okie doke. Like so! Magical cutie missile! Oh, are you sorry yet? Hey, what's that? Made you look.
You can count on me. Let me heal you.
Oh, they
That's
got
it.
me. Hey, what's that? Made you look. Magical cutie missile! No!
Let me heal you.
Okie doke. Out of here! Wah!
I feel kind of bad about that one.
Thank you. You can reward me with a rice gratin. Extra prawns.
Huh. Now what do you make of that?
I think it's coming this way!
It doesn't seem to be hostile.
Oh, it's actually kind of cute. Nowa, you said it wasn't hostile.
You said it was cute!
Well, clearly I was mistaken. Save it, guys!
By the rune's guiding light, magical girl Malore is coming to get ya! Like so! How do you like this? Come on! Okie doke! Outta here! Hey, what's that? Made you look. Magical cutie missile! How do you like this?
Are you all right? Let me heal
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Hey, what's that? Made you look.
You can count on me. Let me heal you.
How did you like this?
Going on defense.
Hey, what's that? Made you look. Lens. Magical cutie missile!
Ready
Hey, what's
to
that?
heal.
Made you look.
Are you all right? Let me heal
Much
you.
appreciated.
Are you all right?
Doing good here.
Let me heal you.
Here I come. Oh, now you made me angry.
Are you all right? Let me heal
Thanks.
How do you like this? Hey, what's that? Made you look. Magical cutie missile!
Right. Let me heal
How
you.
do you like this? Here I come. Hey, what's that? Made you look. Magical cutie missile!
Are you all right? Let me heal
Much
you.
appreciated. Thank you.
Are you all right?
Doing good here.
Let me heal you.
How do you like this? Uh-oh. We're in trouble. surroundings? Clear. Yes. I believe we've won. No surprises here. You think you can defy me? Okie doke. Out of here!
You're all right. Let me heal
Thanks.
you.
How do you like this? Take this! Ow! Yeah, hey, what's that? Made you look. Some of this. How do you like this?
You can count on me. Let me heal
Much
you.
appreciated. Thank you. Like, hey, what's that? Made you look. Lens. Magical cutie missile. Magical missile.
I feel kind of bad about that one.
Thank you, thank you. You can reward me with a... By the rune's guiding light, magical glory, coming to get ya! Hey, what's that? Made you look. Some of this.
Are you all right? Let me heal you.
Magical cutie missile! Stop it! Going on to hey, what's that? Made you look. Lens. How do you like this? Going on to hey, what's that? Made you look. Fantastic! Another flawless victory. I just keep getting better.
Quiet, everybody. Look there.
Yes, exactly. The former king's idiot son is utterly incapable of making up his mind. But I assure you, I will make him consent to this. Considering the debt his family owes me, he is in no position to refuse.
Very well. Just keep a level head, Lord Counselor. You still have time. Focus on making steady progress.
I shall. And, if I may, has word of my efforts reached Duke Aldrich?
Oh yes. And he rewards his capable allies most handsomely, that I promise you.
Music to my ears.
And yet you demanded a contract written in the Duke's own hand. Not the most trusting of men, are you?
Is something the matter?
Nothing of import. The Duke is pleased with your work thus far. Just see that you make steady progress.
I will not fail you.
Farewell for now, Lord Counselor.
That conniving vixen. Who does she think she is? Still, if I play my cards right, my dream of sitting the Eucrisian throne may yet come true.
It's her! I knew it! The woman in the mask? Who is she?
We saw her at the Rune Barrows working with an imperial spy.
Interesting. But not as interesting as the story we just heard. In all his distrustfulness, Harlan has finally done something to serve his country.
Yep. Let's go find that contract she talked about. Here it is.
It appears legitimate.
So we just take this and hustle our buns out of here?
Yeah, that scholar guy would know what to do with it.
There can be no mistake. This is a contract drafted by Duke Aldrich. It's written in the same hand as his letter to King Yuma.
Then we have proof of Harlan's betrayal.
We do indeed.
So now Euchris is gonna fight the Empire, right? Right, guys?
Will it, though? I think we may require one more push to help our king find his resolve.
What kind of push are we talking here?
If I may, Commander Nowa, I have a little job for you. Very well. I shall head to the palace straight away and sow the necessary seeds.
Gotta be honest, I'm not sure what to make of this plan.
Melridge clearly has something in mind. Are you feeling confident about those acting chops, Nowa?
Maybe?
You can do it! Unfounded confidence is an actor's greatest weapon!
The commander of the Alliance can do anything if he puts his mind to it, yes?
Sure. I guess. Here goes nothing.